Hello, Aquarius. This is your FAC 2020 tarot reading. I'm just going to be blunt about it. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's just been a very tough year for most of us. So this is I had to come back and do this reading because so many people needed encouragement. Um, they needed to see sunlight at the end of the tunnel. So this is going to be very random. I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly. Past, present, and future. I'm going to keep this simple. Okay. So let's pull your first card. I'm feeling my way around. Keeping that card there. I might have revealed it, but this is your present. It's your future. Okay. So, yeah, some of you probably saw this first card from your past. Now, I know that this crisis has brought a lot of pain and suffering and loss of loved ones. So, I would never presume that, everything's hunky-dory. Some of you probably, I'm talking about the months of January and February. In the past, um, this means closure. And yeah, it can mean a literal death, but it can also mean a change. You see the fire? Um, Fire brings change. It changes everything it touches. And you see the little boy with the flowers, right? So what's going on here? Death brings change, and it brings closure, permanent closure. But there's also a resurrection because what the old, out with the old, in with the new. And so as you go through January and February, I see a lot of you Aquarians already going through changes. And it can also mean that this event with the COVID crisis was bringing you to a point of transformation and crossing over into a new realization. Again, that's not necessarily bad. Many people don't like seeing this card, and I definitely understand, especially if you're apprehensive about losing a loved one. Okay. But I think what the Oracle is saying with this card is that um, whatever's going to happen throughout this year with this crisis, you're definitely going through a transformation in your life. And sometimes those transformations and those new places don't feel so good, especially if you're worried about someone or if you have suffered loss. Okay, so it's not necessarily that transformations are always good. Death is just a part of our journey, it's a part of our life. And, we have to learn to let go, and we have to learn to grieve in a way that reaffirms our life and not necessarily, it reaffirms our life, not necessarily a pessimistic, it's all over. It's never over as long as you're breathing. So consider this as the oracle saying, yes, you're going to be going through some things, but some of those things um, that are going to happen to you are going to bring you into a new sense of loving and being. Now, when we look at your present, this is interesting. You have a Queen of Pentacles, and she is actually the housewife of all the queens. We have the Queen of Cups, Swords, and Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is stable. She's a loving partner. She keeps everybody grounded. And maybe for some of you, this could be significant for a person, a special person in your life. Okay. And so you see the roses, comfort, love. She has the dog. She's a friend. So she radiates a happy, loving home and a happy, loving partner. And maybe this COVID crisis, um, surrounding this Queen of Pentacles, maybe there's someone in your life, your partner, a husband or a wife, who means a lot to you. And it can also mean family issues, getting your family stable and grounded and secure. And I think that is a big concern. So we go from death into the Queen of Pentacles, where I'm seeing this need for stability in your families. I think I keep feeling that the family or the marriages have been a significant issue for a lot of you. Even your mother, the Queen of Pentacles, is a mother figure as well. She's a daughter of the Empress, okay, who's the queen of the material world. So, in this present moment, I feel like a lot of you Aquarians are looking at your material life, where you're living, your home, whether you'll have to move out. Maybe some of you are dealing with paying rent. So I see a lot of shakeups in your material world, what you own, how much money you have, your job, everything. When we look at your future, this is lovely. This is the star. Have hope. Things will get better. And this is just the oracle saying, yeah, it's going to take a while, but you should always have hope that things will work out. And so, another thing I want to point out, there's a reason why you have those 8 stars. 8 is the number of change. Okay. And so, yes, the stars are far away, but they're still in the sky. And as long as you can see them, you can have hope that in the sometime distant future, next year in 2020, you're going to find a reason to feel joy again. So just look at this for a second in your transformation in your journey this year for 2020. And your cards are pretty straightforward. That yes, you have suffered loss, and you might feel a little bit anxious. You might be in a lot of pain, but never give up hope that you will have that love again in spite of everything you've lost so far. Um, you will be restored, and you will experience joy again. Okay. So I hope this reading helped you out a little bit. You can always go to tarotbyaire.com if you need to speak with me. I'm reducing my prices because I know a lot of you just don't have the money for, extended readings. So I will be offering my 15-minute phone readings for $10 for the rest of the year, and probably for a couple months in 2021 as well. So thank you for still subscribing. It's been a difficult year for me. I lost my father. But again, as I've said for the other readings, it was important for me to come back, get back in the saddle, and use my gift to heal. So I hope you're doing well. And if you have lost a loved one, you have my condolences, my sympathy, my empathy, and I wish you peace for the rest of the year. I wish you love and light as well. I'll see you next month. I intend to be back next month, barring any other emergencies. So again, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you next month.